First Lady Melania Trump making a little history Monday as she gavelled the UN Security Council meeting into order on Monday. She's the first presidential spouse to open the United States presidency of the Council, a position that rotates between the countries on the Council monthly.
The First Lady was there to preside over a meeting to address children in conflict around the world, but her message was overshadowed slightly by the recent strikes on Iran, and she acknowledged those who were killed in those strikes in her remarks. Take a listen.
My heartfelt condolences to the families who have lost their heroes, who sacrificed their lives for freedom. The U.S. stands with all of the children throughout the world. I hope soon peace will be yours.
Melania received praise from many conservatives online. Conservative content creator Eric Dougherty wrote on X in part, "She is so good at representing America. Class is back."
But journalist Adam Schwartz seemed baffled by the First Lady even being there, writing in a post of his own, "Melania Trump is chairing a UN Security Council meeting." I'm not joking. The U.S. currently holds the presidency of the Council, and that's who Trump chose as chair. And Mohammed Safa, the director for UN-linked organization Patriotic Vision, took it a step further, writing, "The fact that U.S. First Lady Melania Trump chaired a UN Security Council meeting on, quote, children in conflict while the U.S. and Israel killing children in Lebanon and Gaza and murdered 165 schoolgirls in Iran is the most hypocritical thing we have seen in the history of the Security Council."
Put away the haterade, is what I would say to that.
You married Jay Blige?
What is wrong with Melania chairing this meeting and making some perfectly benign remarks about how we hope children can live in peace? It's fine. Who cares?
Look,
what's the problem?
What
is the problem? There is no problem.
I'm a proponent of people, especially women, doing as many jobs as they like.
Yes.
I'm happy that she's getting.
I support.
Probably
women.
should get no job.
Let's stand for women.
No, but I'm happy that this was a historic good moment for her. If that's what she wants to do, congratulations. The timing of it. If Trump appoints who speaks right now, it's not a good time. Read the room. You can do as many jobs as you want. You can hit the gavel. Be great. The timing of it does not make sense when you're there for children, education, and technology. Trump wants to cut funding for our Department of Education. There's a beef going on within our government over technology with somebody who wants to protect American people, the OpenAI founder, beefing with Anthropic, and the children in conflict. These are the three topics she's talking about, and we are in complete disarray. We just sent a bomb over to Iran that landed on a schoolhouse. So at the same time, the conflict, when she's going there banging the gavel, the U.S. can't really stand firm on the pillars that she's speaking to. And I just think that we need to think about the timing. She could have done this in a month.
We're the great Satan.
No, a lot of countries are messed up, certainly, but the U.S. certainly has its transgressions. You like to do this.
We just gotta
you like to do this comparison and contrast. Oh my God, we're not China.
America?
We're not China. I'm happy to be American. I have an American flag hanging out of the house that I grew up in.
Yeah.
Certainly proud to be American. But I want to tell you that it is a bad time. You have to know timing. It makes sense if the country is going through a interesting moment, to say the least, that maybe it's not the time that the wife of the president who's making these firm decisions says she's standing on the pillars of education, technology, and specifically children in conflict.
Children
like
in
the day
Gaza
after
are suffering because of the Hamas terrorist group.
We're not talking about Gaza. I'm talking about Iran. And you just said it wasn't an imminent threat, so we didn't have to send that bomb over there on Saturday. Yes? So if it wasn't an imminent threat and you're still discussing that you're not sold on the fact that it's an imminent threat, but the wife of the person who made that decision is now talking about how much she wants to protect children in conflict, you wouldn't say this is a conflicting message?
I think we need to follow our Constitution, and our Constitution requires us to vote on this kind of thing. So that's why I am skeptical of the effort. I don't think it was preemptive in nature. I think taking out Ayatollah Khamenei and his henchmen is a worthwhile moral goal, and even, unfortunately, frankly, at the loss of some innocent life. It is obviously very sad that a schoolhouse was hit. Obviously, we can't take the position that no amount of civilian life loss is acceptable, because then these reprehensible terrorist figures will just surround them, as they do in Gaza, will surround themselves with children, will embed themselves as deeply in will hold up children as shields, and hope that stops us from doing anything. So we can't be, Melania
is in front of nations, global nations.
She's calling
and a lot of global nations disagree with what we're doing right now. A lot of people that were part of the Iran nuclear deal that Obama pushed through wanted us to stay in it. And we didn't because of President Trump. And so now we're in this conundrum with Iran when the deal was working just fine. A lot of those people sitting around Melania wanted to stay in that deal. And she's preaching.
The U.S. and its Western allies are not the dominant cause of suffering in this world. That is the result of Islamic terrorists and China and Russia. Those are the causes of suffering in this world by and large. And we should start from there and proceed accordingly.
Up next, I'll dive into deeper into the growing frustration from the left and right over Trump administration's messaging around Iran. So we'll talk about that more. Stick around for my lens.